Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all in today's history class. Today we will complete the chapter The Rise of Small Kingdoms in North India. The main objective of today's class is to enable you to explain the important features of education system in North India during medieval period. You will be able to describe the development of art and architecture in North India during medieval period. You will also be able to discuss the importance of India's trade during medieval period. Before we continue the governance in North India, let us revise first whatever we have learnt earlier. Dear students, we have studied administration, social economic condition and religion of North India. We have studied that position of king was strong in North India. There was a great economic disparity among different social classes. We also studied feudal system in which feudal lords were famous as Thakurs and Rais. Now, we are also familiar with rigid caste system during medieval period and evil practices like sati system, child marriage, polygamy and Johar. We have also studied the role of Bhakti saints who preached devotion to God and opposed social discriminations, narrow-mindedness and superstition. Dear students, now we will discuss the education in North India during rule of Palas, Pratiharas, Rashtrakutas and Rajputs. Superstition and narrow-mindedness were a big obstacle, or you can say a problem in the way of education. The elementary education was given at temples and monasteries. There were big universities also like Nalanda University, Vikramshil University. These were located in Bihar. These universities were centers of higher education. They encouraged the study of philosophy and religion, but they ignored subjects like mathematics and science. The regional languages like Marathi, Gujarati and Bengali. These languages were developed as Bhakti saints preached and composed songs in these languages. In this period, Sanskrit language was famous. Books on Buddhism and Jainism were written in Pali and Prakrit language. Dear students, now we will discuss art and architecture of these great empires. First of all, we'll talk about paintings. Many beautiful mural paintings were made in palaces, caves and temples, on walls and ceilings. Art of miniature painting was developed by Jain monks and painters of Bengal. The architecture was also not lagging behind. The Lingaraja temple, Mukteshwara temple at Bhubaneswar and Sun temple at Konark are the finest example of architecture of the period from 8th to 12th century. So we can say that their art and architecture was well developed. Now we will discuss the trade. During this period, the North Indian states had good trade relations with other countries also. They developed trade relations with countries of in the East, Southeast, West and Central Asia. and the European countries also. I will repeat it again. They developed trade relations with countries in the East, Southeast, West and Central Asia. You can see the map, and the European countries. These trade relations brought India into close cultural contacts with other countries. And later on, this period to be a great boon for Afghans, Turks and Mughals rulers to establish their rule in India. So dear students, I hope you all are able to describe the main features of education, art and architecture of and trade of North Indian states. Let us revise them again with the help of textbook. Again, I will ask you a question and you will try to think upon the right answer. So, the great problem in the way of education were superstition and narrow-mindedness. The elementary education was given at temples and monasteries. The important universities were Nalanda and Vikramshila. The subjects which were ignored by them were mathematics and science, and these subjects are very important during these days and they ignored. The regional languages promoted by Bhakti saints were Marathi, Gujarati and Bengali. The most famous language of this period was Sanskrit. Books on Buddhism and Jainism were written in Pali and Prakrit language. Next, we will revise art and architecture. Example of mural art are found in palaces, caves and temples. Miniature painting were developed by Jain monks and Bengali painters. The famous temples are temples of Lingaraja, temple at Bhubaneswar and Sun temple at Konark. Now we will revise trade. India had trade relations with countries in East, Southeast, Central Asia and European countries. These trade relations developed close contact with countries. So, there was developed period also. So, dear students, with this your chapter 2, The Rise of Small Kingdoms in North India is completed. You can watch this video lecture to revise the education, art and architecture and trade during the period from 8th to 12th century AD. Today, I am sharing the PDF of full chapter along with the back exercise. Kindly read the chapter again. Tomorrow, we will start our new chapter, Turkish Invasions in North India. Till then, bye-bye. Stay home. Enjoy learning. Thank you.